right now, we're going to be bringing in the man himself, none other than owner of Rocky Mountain Pro, none other than Matt Yaden. Welcome to Under the Mat Radio.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Well,
not much. Just finished up a little training here at the academy, and giving you guys a call to talk about some exciting stuff. So.
All right. Yeah, that's all I did.
Well, it is an honor for you coming on to our show here, live. Thank you much for your time. You know that you are a very busy man. NSC Gameboy, have you take it over by tradition and start things off?
Well, my first question is the question that all fans is probably going to be asking is, what exactly is Mountain Rocky Pro?
Well, Rocky Mountain Pro has been in existence as an organization for 6 years now. We just changed the name to Rocky Mountain Pro after our July 30th event, Milestone 6. We were NRW Pro Wrestling before that. We decided to change our name into something that better represents the state that we operate in Colorado, and obviously the Rocky Mountains are synonymous with Colorado. So we changed the name to Rocky Mountain Pro, and we've been trying to do our best to move forward, get the word out there a little bit more about this promotion, because it is, in this region, it's top-notch in this region, and it's the best promotion you're going to find within several states. So we work very hard in training at the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy to get guys ready for Rocky Mountain Pro, and it's a top-quality organization with top-quality talent doing their best to make their mark in professional wrestling.
Wow, thank you. My next question to you is that, of course, over there in Colorado, back in the territory days, a lot of great matches, a lot of great performers came out of that area. Who do you see so far that may be a star in your own words? Now, if you want to answer this, you can. If not, I understand, because some people don't want to answer it when it comes to their students and stuff. But who do you see that might be on your roster, that might be coming up, that might be just a little bit ahead of the class?
I could probably talk for about a half an hour about the people here that have that kind of quality about them. There are 12 to 15 people here that I do honestly believe could be on television tomorrow in any major promotion. We have a good group of young talent, people that are very hungry to succeed. So to narrow it down to one or two is tough, but there are the undeniables, and there's people here such as Mario Vanger, who's a sugar-free Mario Vanger, lives the lifestyle that he portrays on TV. He's an Austrian guy, built well, who has the accent, has the look, has the right attitude. He's, the type of guy that really stands out as somebody that could succeed anywhere, no matter what level. There's people like him. Sam Udell's another guy that has spent some time in Orlando, spent a couple of years there. He's our champion now. Another guy, tall, has the look, has the attitude, very entertaining. The Left Coast Gorillas are a tag team here that they're making moves, they're making things happen, and they're two guys that I believe could succeed anywhere. Rolls-Royce Isaacs, again, all the same things, has the look, has the desire, has the drive. There's several people here that embody what being a pro wrestler is, and it's really hard to find on the independents because there's just not a lot of places that put the emphasis on all of the aspects that you need to succeed in professional wrestling. We have, again, 12 to 15 people that embody that now, and then we have 40 people right behind them at the school that are doing their best to become that. So we have them abound here. If you go watch the show, Rocky Mountain Pro Charge, you're going to see all these things that I'm talking about with people that just they have that it factor, and they have the desire to not settle for the it factor. They're going to still do everything they can to improve.
Okay, well, thank you. Jack, on to you, baby.
Thank you for that. Now, of course, with you, Matt, having this new promotion, of course, with it being other promotions already out, don't need to mention the names. We all know who they are. What do you have to offer the viewers that's different, that they'll get exclusively from your promotion that can't nobody else get from the other promotions?
they're just going to get they're going to get a different product, and then exactly how the specifics. You could talk to Vince Russo about that. He's the one producing the show. He's working with our talent at the Academy. He has his vision on what we're going to put out there. If anybody's listened to his podcast or they've listened to his commentary on Wrestling Today, you're going to get a lot of things that are different than what you see purely just because we have Vince Russo here kind of steering the creative ship. So you're going to get a different approach to the matches. You're going to get a different approach to the backstage stuff, vignettes. What I can say is you're going to get a strong focus on interesting characters and their stories and their motivations as to why they're doing what they're doing. And it's going to be presented in a different way than you're going to see anywhere else, because our desire is not to put out a television product that looks like everyone else. Our desire is to put out a television product that gives you an alternative to another way of exploring professional wrestling. So, we could sit and we could try to, well, how are you going to do that, and with what methods, and that would be a better question for the creative guy behind driving the bus, and that would be Vince Russo. But I can tell you that if you've listened to Vince Russo and you've watched any of our shows where he took over really after Milestone 6, he on YouTube you can find examples of how the show is structured differently. So the best way to answer that question is honestly to get to go watch the last few episodes of Charged to kind of see where we're going to go moving forward. And I can just promise you that we're going to give you something you're not seeing in any other promotion on television.
Okay.
Nice for that. Now, man, of course, we have to ask you, were you a wrestling fan growing up, or were you a late bloomer and then get into wrestling to later in life?
I was a late bloomer. I knew of wrestling. Wrestling was cool and everything. I wanted to be the catcher for the Texas Rangers and the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I wanted to do. So my focus was heavily in baseball and football when I was growing up. Nolan Ryan was my hero growing up. So,
you know what? I'll tell you this, and I know Gameboy hates baseball. I'm a big baseball fan.
I love football.
One of your staff members that works for you at Rocky Mountain Pro. Nolan Ryan is my favorite pitcher as well, so we do share common ground.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gameboy.
I watched his 7th no-hitter when it happened. It was pretty cool. So, but that's what I grew up wanting to do. I didn't have a love for pro wrestling because my family didn't watch it. I had friends that were into it. This was in the 80s. And early 90s, so Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, all these larger-than-life characters I knew about. Kids talked about it, but I really locked into baseball more than anything, and I enjoyed football. It wasn't until I got in my senior year in high school, I wrestled in high school, but still didn't really get into it. I knew of some storylines going on, but what really got me into it was I met a group of guys at the Richland Mall in Ontario, Ohio, when I was 17 years old, who were backyard wrestlers. And they asked me if I wrestled because I was a bigger guy and I looked like I was an athlete. I said yes. They asked if I was into pro wrestling, and I said not really. It's okay, They got me to their house, and I watched these guys beating the snot out of each other and started watching wrestling with them. And that's what really got me interested in professional wrestling, was a chance encounter. I was at a Metabolife stand selling diet pills, and there was a guy next to me at the Beanie Wagon selling Beanie Babies, and that's where the path kind of started, with someone else approaching me and introducing me to it at 17.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's great. Shout out to Beanie Babies, too. Anybody remember those?
Yeah. I don't know if there's a lot of people that might remember that. Man, that was 17 years ago, but they were a big deal when I was in high school. So those and Paul.
Now, Matt, you can be honest with us, and we're live. Have you ever owned a Beanie Baby?
I probably have. I'd assume I have. I can't remember specifically what it would be, but I probably had like a Texas Rangers Beanie Baby or something. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny the explanation.
Now, with you being the boss of Rocky Mountain Pro, Now, of course, you being in the wrestling, how would you describe yourself as a boss for Rocky Mountain Pro? Were you more like a tyrant? Are you more like laid back? Are you the cool boss? Are you the boss everyone hates? What kind of boss are you?
That's probably a better question for the people that work for me, but I would think that I'm a pretty fair guy that has a group of people that have hung in with me for, some of them for up to 6 years. I started NRW Pro Wrestling in 2010 with the vision of changing the way independent wrestling was in Colorado. I didn't like it. I didn't think that people were putting the effort in they needed to. And I've got a few guys and girls that are still here that came in with me on the ground floor of this experiment, and I think they know me better than anybody. And some of them are leading with me right now. And I think that they would say I'm fair. I think they would say that I'm definitely not a tyrant. I'm somebody that will give second and third chances. I give people opportunity after opportunity. I'm somebody that really wants to see others succeed in professional wrestling, make their livings in professional wrestling, and I'm trying to build an organization that gives that opportunity to so many different people, and I hope that they see that. But I've realized no matter what I'm willing to put in, no matter how hard I work, no matter what I sacrifice, it doesn't work if I don't have a group of loyal, hardworking people around me, and I never alienate those people. I do my best to not run those people off. So I believe that as a leader, I'm somebody that leads by example. I'm somebody that does what he says needs to be done. At least I believe that. Like I said, there might be somebody here that would say he's totally full of it, but I believe I'm somebody that leads by example, and I'm the type that I don't want to just point in the direction you need to go and you get there. I'm going to be in line with you getting us there. So that's the type of guy that I think I am.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gameboy.
All right, well, I got a few questions. One question I have is about in my notes. I'm looking here. Can you tell me about your work in TNA? How was that?
It was a great experience. I mean, this all exists because of my time there. That's where I really went and learned the other side of professional wrestling on the business end. I spent 11 years on the independent, doing it once to twice a month, being around people that kind of treated it like a hobby, that said they wanted to be pro wrestlers, that they told people they were pro wrestlers, and they were proud to claim that, but they didn't really put in the work that a professional wrestler puts in because, to be honest, they weren't feeding their families with it. They weren't providing a life for themselves or others through the business of professional wrestling. So when I left here, I had been trying to run my own promotion for 2 years by that point. I got to Nashville, and I got to work with people that fed their families through pro wrestling, whether that was the office staff, the production people, the talent themselves, the agents. Right. I was around the business now, so I got to see what the business itself is truly like, and I got to learn from really, really high-quality talent and staff, and it just gave me a different outlook onto what this was supposed to be. I learned a lot. I got to know a lot of people, and because of that experience, and because of what I learned there, I came back to Colorado and tried to apply what I learned to start the school, to get it rolling, and to get the promotion rolling to the point where we are now. So it was a great experience for me. It was one of those moments where you fight for 11 years to get a spot somewhere, and to be able to get a management role at a major company like that in the office was a big step for me. It allowed me to wrestle in that area. So in a new spot, I was able to get down to their then developmental territory several times while I was there, so I could learn that end of it. It was an education in professional wrestling that I couldn't have received anywhere else, and I'm very, very thankful for them for that.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you've gotten that insight and you've gotten that knowledge. Not too many people have that chance to really soak up that experience in both inside and outside the ring. A lot of times they wait later in their careers when they pretty much have nothing left in the tank. And it seems that you're still able to work with your students and still be able to share the both ins and outs of the ring. That's really good. And that piggyback off is my next question. When you hear the word hunting channel, which is where you're going to be broadcasting in a few weeks, why should someone tune in to see this show on the hunting channel? What would you tell fans that's listening in? This is the first time they're hearing about this. It's a new promotion. Why do you think they should go ahead and tune in?
Well, the first thing I say to them is you're listening to this show because you're a fan of professional wrestling. So if you're listening to me on this show, and I'm going to tell you, well, you're a fan of professional wrestling, so number one, that's why you should tune in, because we're going to give you high-quality professional wrestling, and it's going to be different. It's going to look different. And, again, I don't want to sound like somebody giving you the generic answers of, oh, yeah, we're just going to be different. But I can promise you when you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'd rather these people realize it through our actions than me just saying, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, 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 and this. So you're going to see a new product. You're going to see new faces that you don't know that you're going to fall in love with. We've got a cast of characters that are unique no matter where you are. You're just going to see a different approach. You're going to see a different approach to how this should be done, and it's going to give you another option. Now you can really get your wrestling fix one more time per week. We're going to give you that option, but it's going to give you that wrestling fix in a different way. So I really think the uniqueness of what we're going to offer is going to be the biggest draw for someone that's flipping through and they see Hunt Channel TV. And I think Rocky Mountain Pro, here in the Rocky Mountains, what better place for them to be than on Hunt Channel TV? A lot of hunting, a lot of stuff going on out here in the Rocky Mountains. So it's a match made in heaven, in my opinion. And we're going to make sure you get an hour of the best professional wrestling that we can possibly provide you.
Okay. And my last question before I turn it back over to the host tech is that how could someone see this programming? How can they tune in to the Hunting Channel TV? How would they go about that?
So there's multiple platforms that this is going to be on. So the Hunt Channel TV is on Dish Network, Channel 266. So you can find us if you have Dish Network. You can find us on Channel 266. Everybody gets that has the Dish Network. If you don't have the Dish Network, you can go on your Roku device. If you have a Roku device, they stream Hunt Channel. Chromecast streams Hunt Channel, and Cloud TV streams the Hunt Channel, and Amazon Fire Services stream Hunt Channel. So those are the platforms that you can find us, is on all of those different devices. You can still check in on YouTube and online to find content. But Hunt Channel is offered on all of those devices. So there's several different ways, again, if you don't have Dish Network, that you can still get Hunt Channel, again, through Amazon Fire, Roku, and Cloud TV.
That almost sounds better than TNA. That sounds like millions of homes because, TNA's on Pop.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't get Pop.
Yeah.
They got a head start already.
Mama family, who's
they got a head start already. They got Russo on the writing, creative, and they on almost 20 million homes and 5-6 devices already. And
the beauty of it is
they ain't come out the gate yet.
The beauty of it for all these platforms is actually, if you add all these platforms up, the numbers are 44 million homes that have access to Hunt Channel.
Oh,
so 44 million households
44 million.
are going to have that. Mm-hmm.
44 million. Wow.
Y'all hear that, fans? 44 million. That is ridiculous. In a brand new wrestling, in a brand new promotion, and they got Russo, right? And what are your thoughts of Russo coming on? A lot of people they don't like Russo. Some of them do like Russo.
We like him.
We like him.
We like him. He likes us.
We cool with us. Yeah, he likes us.
So you're asking me my opinion.
This is your opinion now. So we want to know before we let you go.
All right. Well, here's my opinion on Vince Russo.
Okay.
The vast majority of people that I ever heard talk about Vince Russo before I met him had positive things to say about him. I didn't hear a lot of people burying Vince Russo. They don't always agree with the way he does things, but nobody agrees with the way anybody does things all the time. So I was introduced to Vince Russo actually through a few people that I had worked with when I was in Nashville. So Nick Aldis and Mickey James were out here doing a show for us, and they kind of made the introduction and got us together, and Vince and I started talking. Vince came down to the school. He walked into a school with 50-plus students sitting there waiting to talk to him. He looked across at them and he said, oh, my gosh, I see people that look like wrestlers. We talked to everybody for a couple hours, and then when he left, him and I continued to converse, and we worked out a situation where he could come here and help coach at my school twice a week and write the TV show. So Vince immediately showed an interest in these people, showed an interest in the school, showed an interest in the promotion that not a lot of people that have done what he's done, I believe, would show. And he has selflessly put himself 110% into this promotion in this school. And all of the things that I hear about him negatively, I have never seen and don't believe I will ever see, because as a professional, he's as professional as they come when dealing with these guys. As a person, I've become pretty good friends with him just in a short amount of time, because he's a guy that I believe genuinely cares not just about pro wrestling, but he cares about the people in pro wrestling, and he shows that with the staff and students here day in and day out. He makes himself accessible to everybody. He writes the show like it's super serious business and not just like it's just some indie somewhere. Like from day one, he put in the effort that he would put in anywhere else he had been. So I can't say enough good things about him, because he's constantly putting effort in that I don't see a lot of guys put in that own places, So he's been nothing but great to work with, and he's really, really, really become part of the fabric of what makes this place great, and part of the family environment that everybody has here. And he's in the trenches with the rest of us. He's another guy that leads by example. I mean, he's come in here multiple times, and he sets the ring up and tears the ring down with us. Like how many guys like him do you know that would just show up and no one had that? He just started grabbing pieces and putting it on the trailer, and when we go to shows, he's one of the first guys to grab the ring, and there's Vince Russo setting our ring up for us. I think that says a lot about the type of person that he is.
He does.
Yeah, he's that type of guy. He is that type of guy. Tech?
He is.
Floor is yours, baby.
Well,
thank you, man. Thank you, Matt.
No problem.
Matt, it has been an honor having you on the show. Do you want to mention something real quick? Do you tell us real quick before we let you go, when we bring in Mike Orion, your executive producer of Rocky Mountain Pro, tell us your love for roller derby.
Oh, roller derby's awesome. We actually have a girl that came in here, Havoc. I think she's at Havoc_147 on Twitter.
Yeah.
She skates here in Denver. She came out and brought a bunch of her girls out to support us at the tapings Friday night. So in turn, we went and we supported her Saturday as she was skating. And man, they smoked the opponents that they were going up against. It's fun. I like derby because I like sports. I like athletics. I like competition, and to watch those girls out there giving it their all, I enjoy that no matter what it is. But I get a similar vibe and it's a similar environment with those teams and those girls and the crews that they're on. It's very, very similar to what we do in pro wrestling as far as the camaraderie, and it's us. We're all in this together, and we're out there promoting it together. And I'm a fan of roller derby, so it's definitely grown on me out here.
That's what's up.
It is.
We had to come out there sometime and see one of their roller derbies. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, it's a good time.
So
it's
yeah,
cool.
I'd like to check one out.
It's confusing at first, but then they explain the rules to you, and you kind of get it.
Oh, okay.
We just can't wait for that. Matt, it's been an honor to have you on. Thanks a lot, brother, for coming on the show. We can't wait for Rocky Mountain Pro, debuting October 9th on the Honey Channel. Of course, any updates, anything that you need, please check out Rocky Mountain Pro on Twitter. Excuse me. On Twitter. Matt, go ahead, give your plug party. How can the fans reach you? How can they reach Rocky Mountain Pro and your wrestling academy?
Okay, well, to reach Rocky Mountain Pro, you're going to go to therockymountainpro.com. That's our official website. If you want to inquire about our academy, train to become a pro wrestler, referee, you want to work in production, you want to be a manager, all of these things, you go to mercuryprowrestling.academy and submit a contact form, and our director of communications will get back with you and kind of start you on the process of joining the school. You can find us on Facebook at Rocky Mountain Pro and Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. You can also find us on Twitter. It's at the Rocky MTN Pro and at Mercury PWA for the school and for the promotion. And then if you wanted to contact me individually, I am on Twitter at Mercury Yaden. So that's the best way to get a hold of me, is to shoot me a tweet there at Mercury Yaden.
All right. Thank you much. It was what we call a plug party. Man, Yaden, thank you for coming on. We'll be definitely keeping in contact with you very soon, and I hope to have you back on another time.
Anytime, gentlemen. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for the support, and I look forward to entertaining you guys.
All right, sir. Thank you. We thank you for it, man. Thank you.
No
Take
problem.
care.
You too.
Good night. Thank you. Everybody, that was Matt Yaden, owner of Rocky Mountain Pro. Definitely great guest. Great time to have him on the show. What we're going to do right now is bring in the other guy that is important. We went from the owner now to the executive producer of Rocky Mountain Pro. He's been on our show before. It's been a long while. Last time he was on here, he talked about the great attributes he's given, and he's donated to disabled veterans. Bringing in right now executive producer of Rocky Mountain Pro, Mike Ryan. Welcome.
Hey, gentlemen, how's it going tonight?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Doing well.
Oh my!
Doing well.
Oh my! Long day.
It's been so long, Mike. We had you on the show last time. Was way early this year. You was talking about you was going around the country. You did a great work for disabled veterans. It seems like every time we bring you on the show, you got even more big news. And now you are the executive producer of this new big coming promotion, Rocky Mountain Pro. Please tell us, how do you feel about it? What will you be offering this new promotion?
Well, I mean, first off, this has been a venture that's been going on for over 2 years. That's how long it took to get everything in line and get this promotion on TV. So, I mean, it's a lot of hard work, going out, meeting all the different promoters, going and seeing the different talent they have to offer, and, being on the hunting channel. We got 44 million homes. We're expanding by the end of the year. That number will then be up to 67 million homes. So, I mean, it's nothing, to shake a stick at here. I mean, it's going to be really good. Matt, he brings a lot to the table. It's just because he's out in Colorado that people aren't talking about him, his training academy and Rocky Mountain Pro. When you go out there and you see the talent that Matt has, these guys look the part. Okay, we don't have, 5'9" guys, 5'8" guys weighing 190 pounds, all up in the ring, competing against, guys that are twice their size. This product here is something that people are going to want to watch.
Wow.
Okay.
Definitely great. Definitely cannot wait for it. Now, for those that may not be in the know, Mike, of course, we know you being the executive producer or the executive producer of any show, any TV show that you see, even a movie, explain to the viewers listening now that will listen later what your job is as executive producer.
Well, I wear a couple different hats, gentlemen. First and foremost, I'm the equivalent of what people call a showrunner. We have everybody works in a team, so I'm not going to sit here and give any type of pecking order. So it all starts with Hunt Channel TV, myself, Matt Yaden, and Vince Russo. That is our team. Some executive producers are strictly people that fund. Some executive producers, like myself, are hands-on and put money in. So, it's fun. Being an executive producer, there's a lot more stress because it's your name on the line. Just like it's Matt's, just like it's Vince Russo's, just like it's the Hunt Channel. So, Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling is something that's going to be fresh, and I look forward to continuing to work with Vince Russo, with Matt Yaden, and directly with, everyone at Hunt Channel TV. So, I just got back. I was out there working with these guys over the weekend. I just got back, Sunday. I landed in Baltimore at 11:50 at night. Didn't get home until a little bit after 1:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's just a lot of work, but it's all worth it. It is. You got no frequent flyer miles, don't you, Mike?
You have no idea. I think Tom Petty said it best. Life is a highway. For me, it's life is an airplane.
I understand.
Yes, it is. Well, us having, we had Matt on, of course, who's the boss, the owner. You being his executive producer. Tell us, from your eyes, what can we look forward to October 9th, Rocky Mountain Pro debut on about 44 million households?
Well, here's what I can tell you. Our first 2 episodes of Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling are going to be 100% commercial-free. Okay? So, that's unheard of nowadays. You're not going to have one commercial. We are running an hour straight. Okay? Lucha's not doing that. Ring of Honor's not doing that. We're going to introduce all the characters. You're going to get to know them. Figure out who you're cheering for, who you're going to boo. And then we're going to, by episode 3, we'll be, 45 to 47 minutes on air with commercials. So just a little insight there. That's the first time we've actually announced this publicly. But, yeah, commercial-free, first 2 episodes. So looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it.
Well, we definitely can't wait either for it. Gameboy, go ahead. Do apologize for technical difficulties. Gameboy?
Sorry about that.
Mikey.
My phone was backing up. Mike,
no
I wanted to
right.
say, first of all, congratulations to you, just like we told Matt. My question to y'all is that dealing with the marketing part, we had TNA, and that's on the Pop channel, and when it was on the other channel, they didn't really have too much advertising. How is some of the advertising coming along with you promoting this new promotion, and what is maybe a little snippet of some of the goodies we might be expecting, if you can elaborate on that?
Well, here's what I can tell you. From a marketing standpoint, we're not broke. Okay? And I'm not going to name who is. But we're going to be running TV commercials on Pop TV during TNA Impact. So in all the major markets, Dallas, Atlanta, Orlando, Los Angeles, Denver, Baltimore, Boston. We're running commercials there during Impact. So we're going to go out. We're going to let the fans know where they can find us. That's for starters. Number 2, we have a great social media team in place. Okay? So right now the social media reach between Hunt Channel TV and everybody involved with Rocky Mountain Pro, we're going to be able to reach over 800,000 people by social media. So, now it's not 1 million. It's not like, we have, one person with 1 million followers. But you know what? It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes money. So all that will happen. I'm looking forward to it, and I know that our debut fans are going to want to tune in and see basically it's a new time. It's time for the altitude era. And that's what we're going to give them.
I like that. That's catchy. Altitude era. Yeah, that's actually kind of catchy. Now, I have another question. We got one from one of our correspondents. They don't have a dish, and they don't have any of the streaming devices, and they want to know how they can watch. So is there any other alternative for them to try to watch if they don't have any of the devices or anything?
Yes, what they can do is after 24 hours after it airs on Hunt Channel TV on Dish Network 266, you can go ahead and go to huntchanneltv.com and watch the episode right on the website.
Oh, okay.
So if you have internet, you can watch Hunt Channel TV. All episodes will be uploaded to the website 24 hours after airing.
All right. Well, I mean that. I think everyone has internet, so you can definitely get your dose of Rocky Mountain Pro. You know what I mean? You can definitely get your dose of seeing Vince Russo and his creative writing coming alive again, like the good old days. And it may not even just the good old days, just something new and fresh.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Vince Russo, I was out there. I got to see how he approaches this, and going into this, talking with Vince, talking with Matt, Vince is out there with all his production rates, okay? He's out there handing everything out, to the other producers, to the talent, and he is working as hard as anybody there. Everybody's working hard together, but, people want to, say what they want. Everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. Have your opinion. But what you're not going to say about Rocky Mountain Pro, you're not going to say it's not entertaining, because it's going to be very entertaining. And that's what's missing right now in professional wrestling, is the entertainment value. Like, World Wrestling Entertainment has lost the E in their name. And
he lost the F too.
So,
yeah, he did.
I mean, ratings don't lie. Vince Russo wrote the highest rated television in WWE history. Vince Russo wrote the highest televised ratings for TNA. This is proven. So to have him on board with Rocky Mountain Pro, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I'm surprised this guy was a free agent, to be honest with you. I mean, to me, I'm baffled, because he could go out, and I told him this over the weekend, he literally could go out and be a producer, not just in wrestling, but he could do any type of TV show. He's that gifted. And he's very humble, too, and a lot of people don't see that.
Yes, he is. He's very,
yes,
very
he
humble.
is.
Like, what's up, bro?
Tall guy, too. I might add, very tall. A lot taller in person than what you see him on TV.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was taller than me.
I feel like a midget next to Vince Russo.
Yeah. No, Gameboy, I know you're the tallest one out the staff. I think between you and, you, Chuckster, and LSR. And Russo's about your height.
Yeah, he's about maybe a tad bit taller than me. An inch or two taller than me. But he's very, very humble guy, man. Very, even when we interviewed him and stuff. And he loves the business. He loves to see guys shine. He loves to see people make it. And I think him being connected to this promotion, it's going on television, and it's really going to be in so many homes and really reaching the masses. It's going to be something almost like an epidemic, you know?
Well, I mean, I hope it's an epidemic that nobody can find a cure for, you know?
That's the best
like
kind.
Yeah, I mean, our goal is to spread into more and more homes like the plague. You know, we're going to expand and expand and expand. And, you know, Hunt Channel TV, and this is the first time this is public. So get your old social media stuff ready. Hunt Channel TV will be expanding in 2017. We will be close to 100 million households.
Wow.
We're talking WWE numbers, gentlemen.
Over 100 million households.
I'm about to say Lucha Underground is not even in that many households.
No. So, you know, that is going to happen. I can give you guys more information in 2017, but people need to tune in. You know, Hunt Channel TV has been around for 19 years. You know, it's some of the best programming for the male demographic, you know, when it comes to hunting right now. And these are the people that are going to watch wrestling. These are the people that are tuning into wrestling. And we're going to deliver one hell of a product. It's a great team of people. You know, Mercury Wrestling Academy, with what Matt is doing out there with this talent, is amazing. You know, people, I had a gentleman, I'm not going to say who he is, that's up to him, but he actually relocated from Florida to Colorado to get trained there. Okay? You know, Matt has 50 students, 50 at his wrestling academy. I challenge anyone here not affiliated with WWE to say they have even 20 students. Matt has 50. So, talent-wise, with Matt and the rest of the team at Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy, they're going to make sure that, you know, Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling on Channel TV will have great talent every time you turn it on.
And just to be sure, Mike, you said they will be expanding to over 100 million viewers in 2017.
No, 100 million households. 100 million viewers. The Super Bowl only does that.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Just wanted to clarify. We just had a fan ask that. Just to clarify.
Oh, that's all right. Must have been a bad connection.
Oh, no, we're good on your end. Whoever the, you know, could be just wherever the fan is listening. Now, this is the question we want to know. What will Rocky Mountain Pro be rated? Of course, WWE's for kids, you know, PG+, whatever that means. Of course, you know, Lucha Underground, they can be a little edgier, being on El Rey, TNA, do they really matter? What will Rocky Mountain Pro be rated? Will it be rated R? Will it be rated PG-13? Will it be old school NC-17? Look that up if you don't know what we're talking about. What can we look for?
We are actually in the process of finalizing the rating, and that will be coming out next Friday. So we're still working that out. We got to get that submitted. And what I can do is I can, you know, if you guys have an email address, what I can do is if you want to go ahead and, you know, I'll give you my email off the air, and I'll be more than happy to hook you guys up next week and let you know what the rating is.
Okay.
It's a lot of work. There's a lot of moving parts here that a lot of people don't realize. Like, even with like Vince Russo and Matt, you know, they're handling a lot of different hats right now. But on the network side, we got a lot of stuff we got to get done. People don't realize everything from submitting the name for the guide channel all the way down to making sure, you know, rollout promos are ready. At 15-second spots, 30-second spots, we got to get all these placed. You know, there's a lot of things going on here behind the scenes to make this all happen. And October 9th, tune in to a commercial-free episode and get to learn about Rocky Mountain Pro.
You said commercial-free?
Yes, commercial-free episodes for the first 2.
Wow.
Wow, commercial-free.
So I don't have to sit down and watch 5 different ways
KFC
to
commercials.
go to KFC or go to Sonic.
Chicken Little.
Or anything. I can just watch straight wrestling? Wow,
yes,
that's excellent.
For the first 2 episodes, yes. But we can't do it all season, guys, because those commercials, well, they're kind of important, if you know what I mean.
I
Gotta pay the bills. Oh, yeah.
Gotta keep the lights on, guys.
Now, I have a question. Will we be seeing any other stars from outside of Rocky Mountain? Maybe some former WWE, TNA, WCW, Lucha, or any of those stars might be popping up, or is that me going too far ahead right now?
No, I would say tune in for episodes 4 through 13.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I'm really going to say. I mean, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag completely. So, tune in. Check it out. You never know who's going to show up in a Rocky Mountain Pro ring.
All right.
We can't wait. We're definitely looking forward to it. Hey, maybe we might see, it's very funny. We only seen glimpses of how you look, Mike. Maybe we'll see Mike on the screen of Rocky Mountain Pro, or Mike see Matt or Mike or Vinny Rue.
We never actually met you. We always talk to you and stuff, but we never actually met you.
Well, here's the thing, guys. It's kind of like, when I go out and I raise money for disabled vets, what I do, it's all about the vets. It's all about them getting the publicity, them getting the notoriety for being our heroes to protect our freedoms. Being out at Rocky Mountain Pro, it's the same thing for me. It's about watching the quality of the product that we're producing for TV, and it's about the guys in the ring and girls that are making it happen. And without them, there would be no Rocky Mountain Pro. So there will be no Mike Ryan on camera. Mike Ryan will be backed by Gorilla, watching a quality product go to Hunt Channel TV to the 44 million homes on October the 9th.
All right.
Well, I want to ask a question. Ever since your queen wanted to know, and there are fans that are hitting me up too that want to know, there are people that have Apple TV or have Direct TV. What about those viewers?
Apple TV, we're actually in talks with them currently. So that there could take, we might not even be on Apple TV until mid-November. But what will happen is you can still watch previous episodes, because if you have Apple TV, you got the internet, which means go to huntchanneltv.com and watch Rocky Mountain Pro.
There you go.
There you go.
And Dish Network, we're on there. We're not on DirecTV.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we got the internet. We can watch it because we don't have we have. Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah. But Mike, it's been an honor. Thank you for coming on to the show. Hopefully we'll get to see how you look. Maybe we might see you or Matt, Yaden, your little cross promotion. Maybe see y'all hunting some deer or squirrels, or being on one of the other shows of the Hunting Channel. Maybe that'll be.
I'm looking forward to doing some ram hunting. So, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the other 3 television shows that I'm producing for Hunt Channel TV. So, it's going to be a nice 2016, 2017.
Okay.
Well, we cannot
before
wait.
You go,
October 9th. Go again.
Before you go, we gotta give him a plug party. I know we gotta get a chance to.
Oh yeah.
If anybody would like to reach him, or anything else that we might have left on the table, we want to make sure he, we take the check for him. So, Go ahead, man. Let's give you the floor real quick. Plug away.
Well, I mean, if anybody is inquiring about Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling, because that's what this is about, get in touch with Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling through their Twitter that Matt Yaden brought up earlier. There's two different ones there. He also has the Mercury Yaden. We're also featured and talked about on Vince Russo's The Brand. He also talks about us on Podcast One. So, when it comes to getting a hold of me, I'm an executive producer. My job is for me. I contact people. They don't contact me. Just saying. Just saying, because, it's all about Rocky Mountain Pro right now, and that's where my focus is at, and that's where our team's focused at. The network's supporting us, and we're gonna deliver October 9th.
All right.
Okay.
Can't wait. Libra season. It's my birthday month. But I'll leave that alone. I had to throw it in there for Gameboy. All right, Mike. It's been an honor. Thanks for coming on. Hopefully see you face to face one of these days. Can't wait. Hunt Channel, Rocky Mountain Pro, October 9th. Be there. Watch it. And we will talk to you soon, Mike.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for having me on.
No problem, man. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, everybody, that was Mike Ryan, the executive producer of Rocky Mountain Pro. If I'm correct, I believe we have another caller. Just give me 1 second, guys.
No,
I believe we have calling back in